it's Aaron from the Kilby Life. In this video, I'll be talking about how I wanted to go on a carnivore diet and then quit. But I didn't, and why I'm still on it. There might even be a short rant at the end of this video. I just want to thank Element for sponsoring this video. The first reason is why most people go on a diet in the first place. It's actually to lose weight, and I ended up seeing a reduction of over 50 pounds in weight loss, and most of that occurred in the first 6 months. And I guess I could have quit after that point, but I didn't because I still hadn't reached my goal weight. And I actually still haven't reached that goal weight of 205 pounds. And if I go by the standards of the health system, you see the doctor's office or on the internet where your BMI, these standards change and are greatly flawed. There are way too many variables in there, including like gender, race, age, muscle mass, and the list goes on and on. And I was thinking I was going to be able to quit when I reached that goal weight. But I learned along the way that my weight goal was not weight, but health. So my goal was actually not to lose weight, but to gain health. I ended up realizing that when I'm eating a proper foods or a proper diet, that my body can tell me what is actually healthy for me at this time. And that was really an awesome revelation and just a great weight off my shoulders. Dad jokes are the best jokes, right? The second reason I didn't quit was my increased strength. Bar flexing? Not just because I've been working out, but as my body healed from years of being on like a standard American diet, the SAD diet, and I regained my proper nutrition, I found myself with an increased drive to move. I needed to move, I needed to get out and do stuff. I went from like grudgingly working out a few times a week and looking for any excuse to skip leg day essentially, to move into a 5-day-a-week regimen, workout regimen. And I still have bad days. There's still days I have a hard time finding motivation. I have problems, I get sore still, but I found that I really feel better with the outlet of being able to work out 5 days a week. It has left me with a lot more mobility and strength. And the moment I realized that I could put on my shoes, just hold on, I could put on my shoes without sitting down or leaning on something, I was like, this is a miracle. This is a miracle. And it was almost like a spiritual awakening hitting me with the reality that I was living far below my actual potential. And I was getting sick and not old. I'm almost 45, but I feel stronger now than I did at 35, maybe even 25. The third reason I haven't quit is the ease of this diet. I have broken it down into this: sleep, eat meat, repeat. I'm someone that considered themselves a foodie. I was into food, I'm just into food, into cooking. It was actually quite difficult for me to give up some of the artistic and experimental aspects and outlets of like making food fancy and good and all these things. But I found this, however, faded quickly with the reality of how easy it was to eat a carnivore diet. And I could still cook the meat really good. With little to no planning, I could just cook a steak or some burger patties and that was it. Done, but not well done. All the sadness fell away when I was full on a nice big ribeye, a nice roast, a big burger, and not to mention eating some bacon and eggs. Yeah, don't forget the Redmond's real salt. I love that stuff. That salt is the best salt I've ever had. It's not like the table salt you get at the store. Way different. And actually, maybe the saying should be sleep, salt, eat meat, repeat. And so this reminds me of the importance of electrolytes on a low carb diet. So Element is a tasty electrolyte drink that has all the stuff you want and none of the junk, no fillers, no BS, there's no gluten. It's great for anyone on a low carb diet, a carnivore diet. Heck, it's actually great for anyone on any diet. This is 8 ounces in a whole packet. Sometimes I'll do half because this gets a little strong. My go-to is this raw, unflavored version. But if I want to let my hair down like I do on the weekends, I really enjoy the watermelon flavor. All right, I'm out here at work loading this whole truck full of furniture. There's yeah, my face is all red. I'm starting to sweat, and this is when I realized, you know, bringing this Element, the drink, getting my electrolytes has been a big deal. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, and it's exactly what I need. on a rough day like this. Oh, yeah, this is the same day that I did that talk earlier. So, yeah, I'm not just saying. So right now, Element is offering any of our viewers a free sample pack of all their flavors with any purchase. So you get online, you purchase something, and they'll give you this free sample pack that has all 8 of their flavors. I'm not sure if it has the new grapefruit one that I saw. This is good for first-time customers or returning customers. All you need to do is go through our link. Just go to drinkelement.com/Kilby. That is DRINKLMNT.com/Kilby. And that is so you can get your hands on one of their free sample packs so you could try all their flavors. The fourth reason I was going to quit but couldn't was my mental health and the hope it gave me. I've really struggled with depression for as long as I can remember, just having low days and high days, like a lot of bipolar tendencies. But I found a lot of healing over some of it over the years by changing a lot of my destructive habits and, you know, my faith journey. But I was not really expecting to get mental health healing from a diet. I didn't even know that could be a thing. It really caught me by surprise. And I realized I was a food addict, and that was something that I also needed to deal with. I use food as a coping mechanism, really, in a crutch. I earned it with my hard work, so I got to eat whatever I want. But this food also came with essentially sugar and carbohydrate withdrawals. And it gave me highs and it gave me lows. And when I cut out these things from my life, the sugar and the carbs, my mental ups and downs evened out, and I was able to relax, and it seemed like I was able to glide through life much more gracefully. And that was a big deal. It's still a big deal for me. And it's a big deal for the people who must deal with me really in real life. And I really don't want to just gloss over the power that hope for the future has for mental health. You go on the diet, you start seeing progress, and it gives you hope for the future. You realize that you're not getting just old, you were getting sick, and that hope is a big deal. I had done something that I thought was cool for other people. I went on a diet and actually lost some weight. I saw other people do it and I was like, good for them. I wish I could do it for myself, but I didn't. But then I actually did it, and that came with that renewed hope for the future, which is so valuable. I would have done this diet just for this benefit alone, just for the mental aspects and just for the hope for the future. And the ability to say, I did it. I finally did something that I thought I couldn't do, that it was only for other people. The fifth reason I didn't quit is the absolute miracle it did on my deteriorating oral health. No amount of flossing or brushing could stop the cavity and gingivitis monster from visiting my mouth for some reason. I flossed, I brushed my teeth, but my gums would always bleed. I just couldn't get it to stop. And during this diet, I started out flossing a little bit more during the day because I was trying to get the steak out of my teeth, but it quickly turned into no more bleeding gums or cavities. And I was like, oh, my gums don't bleed anymore, and there's nothing on my teeth when I wake up in the morning. And it wasn't just the flossing or the brushing that did that. I was already doing that, like I said, but it was the absence of the sugar in all its forms. And sure, my teeth have actually taken quite a beating over the years, but man, I'm glad that I made this change in diet for my teeth's sake, for sure. See? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so here's my short rant about the correlation between gum disease and heart attack and stroke. I've heard that, there's some kind of correlation between your teeth and heart attack and stroke, and there's a lot of nuance to that, and no one knows if it's actually true. But I was like, okay, if this is true, what can I do about it? And I went on to healthline.com, and they wrote there are many healthy lifestyle habits you can use to maintain good oral hygiene and reduce your risk of gum and heart disease. I'm like, okay, what does this list have to say? Eat a diet high in vegetables, high fiber foods, low sugar fruits, and vegetable-based proteins. Okay, how does that help anything? Yeah! How does that help anything? Why isn't meat on there? Why can't you eat meat?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
It doesn't make any sense to me. So I found the greatest oral health healing by eating a carnivore diet, eating meat-based, and this is high fiber vegetables, low sugar fruits. Okay, low sugar fruits, that makes sense. And vegetable-based proteins. What about protein-based proteins? It did say maintain healthy levels of blood sugar, especially if you have diabetes. Well, yes, I think that has a lot to do with my oral health deteriorating over time, as my blood sugar levels were getting out of control because I was getting diabetes from essentially taking this advice. No, stay off the carbs and the sugars completely, and your teeth will thank you. So the reality is, I went on this diet and I really thought I was gonna quit after I reached my goals, but I could not quit this diet because it actually just turned into a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that came along with so many benefits that I just couldn't stop. So have you experienced these benefits on your health journey? Let us know down in the comments what a low carb or a carnivore diet or a keto diet has done for you. I wanna know what it has done for you. And there's gonna be people reading these comments that you can inspire too. And I just wanna ask this question. If you haven't tried it, what are your reservations? There's a lot of resources out there. I'm one of them that can help you with some of these reservations to help you dispel some of the myths you heard about going on a meat-only diet when it comes to your health. It has greatly improved my health and made me so much healthier and gave me that hope. I just want to say thank you for checking out this video. If I have earned it today, please hit that like button and subscribe. Kilby out. Peace. Didn't you say your mental health was better? I feel like my muscles look better on camera. All I wanna do is zoom, zoom, and a boom, boom, and shake my butt.